She stopped breathing, but he refused to let her go. Not all rescues start with barks. Sometimes it begins with silence. On a desolate stretch of dirt, a mother, her breath fading, her body giving up. Two tiny puppies sat beside her, their eyes pleading with a world that had already left them behind. But one man stopped. He didn't turn away. He knelt in the dirt and gave her everything he had. Because sometimes love doesn't whisper. It screams into lungs that won't breathe. It fights when every second says to give up. This is the story of how one man refused to let a mother go, and how, somehow, she came back. Scene 1. The rescue begins. The land was dry. Cracked soil stretched across a barren field, and in the middle of it, a heartbreaking sight. A mother dog collapsed in the dust. Her ribs are sharp beneath thinning skin. Her legs stretched out like she tried to move, and couldn't. She didn't flinch when they approached. She barely blinked. She was breathing, but only just. Two tiny puppies sat beside her, wobbling, confused. Their little heads tilting as if to ask, "Why won't Mom move?" The rescuer knelt down slowly, speaking softly. "Hey girl, we've got you." She was scared, but too weak to run. Her body trembled under his hands, then just went still, completely still. They laid her gently on a towel. She couldn't resist. She couldn't. Her mouth hung slightly open. Her eyes were dull, almost gone. He checked for breath, felt her chest. Nothing. He put the stethoscope to her side. No rhythm. Stillness. But he didn't quit. He took a deep breath and gave her one, mouth to mouth. CPR. Again. And again. And again. "Come on, girl. Come back." He gave her more water, drops carefully into her mouth. Still no movement. He checked her eyes. Nothing. Her legs limp. Again, he gave his breath. Again, chest compressions. Over and over, fighting the quiet. His teammate watched silently, then gave a slow, heartbreaking shake of the head. Nothing was working. Scene 2. The turning point. Then, he had an idea. He turned to the puppies. Maybe they could reach her in a way no medicine could. Gently, he brought the two pups close to her body. One sniffed her ear, the other curled up near her chest. But nothing helps. That time, the rescuer brought in a small bowl of milk. He placed it nearby. The puppies rushed over, licking eagerly from the same bowl. Little tongues moving fast, tails wagging. They were hungry and adorable. Little bundles of survival and spirit. The rescuer smiled, sitting beside them. But the dog mother, still nothing. She didn't respond. But the rescuer refused to stop. He slipped on gloves, leaned down once more. More mouth to mouth. More CPR. Water. Another round. And another. Then, the faintest twitch. Her ear moved. A spark. He tried again. CPR. More air. More water. Then her paw jerked. A muscle flexed. Her mouth moved slightly. He leaned in, placed the stethoscope over her ribs. A flutter. A faint beat. He looked at his teammate. This time, no head shake. Just hope. She was fighting. Her breathing returned, slow, weak, but there. Her eyes flickered open, just barely. And the puppies, they knew. One pawed gently at her leg. The other made a small, hopeful whimper. She blinked, and the Savior had tears in his eyes as he smiled. "You're all right now. You're not going anywhere." The team then assembled a transport crate, carefully wrapping his arms around her frail body, putting her and her pups in the carrier. Finally safe. But that wasn't the end of it. But now, there was an opportunity. Scene 3. Safe at last. Back at the rescue center, a warm, quiet room was set ready. They put a beautiful and soft blanket, one with happy doggy prints and soft corners. The puppies were placed near their mom. She lay still, but her eyes followed them. She was exhausted, but alive. One puppy nosed at her paw. The other climbed over her tail, yipping softly. They were playing, gently, joyfully, beside their mother. She watched, she blinked, she breathed. And then she moved, just a little, enough to lean into them. They were safe now, all of them. And their mother, she didn't need to stand. She just needed to be there. And she was, wrapped in blankets, surrounded by love, her puppies close. Healing would take time, but hope was already here. Stopped breathing, and still he didn't stop fighting. One rescuer, 2 puppies, and a heartbeat that came back from silence. This wasn't just a rescue, it was a revival. If this story touched you, share it. Support your local rescue teams. Donate, volunteer, foster. Because somewhere out there, another mother waits in the dust, and your love might be the reason she lives. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your voice helps save lives.